This is Liberty stock number 50667. It's an Extrude Hone Spectrum Series 1088 abrasive flow machine. Serial number P051395. Has a operator touchscreen HMI, a dual fixture hydraulic tooling arm, extended lower media cylinder, media chiller on the lower, and media temperature monitoring and control. It also has microguard light curtains. All right, show me around.
Yeah, sure. Well, we're up front, obviously. So, yeah, she's tall. We got a staircase out there, but dual palms are right here, and the controls for the load, unload on the platters here. That's all these are for. Cycle start and load, unload. And we'll climb high in a minute here, and we can show the inside. The screen, before we go walk around, the Magella screen. That's a Schneider, I'm sorry. I keep calling it Magella, but same thing, Schneider. Front end, overhead. In fact, I can pop this one. These are easy. Just take a quick look in here for the main cylinder down here. Got some plastic down there. It's all looking pretty good. Little viewing window to see, I guess, if there's any media or if your seals are leaking. It's kind of nice. Now, coming around this side, the light curtains are here. We'll wait till we get to the other side because you can see the relays kicking in and out, I believe, on that side. Kind of get a look through the glass here, how the load platters work and the hydraulic setup. It's really nice. This is their whole new style on here. This is pretty good. Got the proc switches in and out. They all have to be in the right position, otherwise you get no auto cycle. And down low, of course, is the main manifold. We left the big door off of here so you can kind of see in there. And when you're done with that, I'll pop the cabinet open, take a look at the switchgear.
Okay.
Which is right here. The 1200. Micrologics is there, PLC. Terminal boards, power supply, the usual. All good stuff. That's that. That's that. And we good there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the air booster, yeah, there's the door. The air booster's down in there. You'll hear it when we clamp up that whole air circuit. You can see the Haskell booster maybe. I don't know how.
Yeah,
if you
we can.
Yeah, it's just situated over there. That's where that red air line goes to. As we come around, I can show you a little bit more. Here's chiller right up in here. Kind of show that. Chiller in, chiller out. So you hook up right to that. And as you look at the tag right there, I think it does say 575 volts, this guy here. We've got this transformer we're using just to power it up. Come around to the lower end down here, of course, is our hookup, air, and two main hydraulic lines and a plug-in. It's pretty straightforward. And the whole hydraulic system, aftercooler, chiller. It's got a water on there, but it also takes a chiller. Transducers, all kinds of feedback on this thing for temperature control and what have you. And then around here to the main disconnect panel. With the docks on top, we do have a book on here. Schematics, parts, all kinds of good stuff in there. And yeah, this is just the disconnect panel, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. So, oh, and the light panel, yeah, the microguard is right here. It's ready, that's green. If I get in front of it, see? So I can switch that off and on to a fault. So that's on. And that said, I'll power up the oil. And if you want to get in closer with the camera and maybe show that chiller before I bring the load platters in. Yeah. Just scooch up in there. It's a climb. That's where you were. You said, can you see up in there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's all good. If you stay there, I'm just going to fire up the oil, and we'll bring the two platters in and out a little bit, and then we'll send this one in. I've got a temporary, it's my own little hot setup here, and we'll just send that in, clamp down on it, and away we go. That said, before I turn on the oil, let me show you the two pages, the two main pages that I'm going to work with here. This is one. Any of these numbers are settable by the operator, like media temp, I've got it at 99. If I want it at 20, it's now 20. Of course, now I'm going to call for a chiller that I don't have hooked up on there, so I'm just leaving it at 99 so I don't fault out. Retract cylinders, trip pressures at 50%. 50%. Medium pressure I've got at 325. Volume 300 cubic inches and 3 cycles. And again, if I want to just change that to 350, 350 cubic inches. Media pressure is at 325, and maybe I go to 350, and we're just pushing that media a little bit harder now. So you can just change this on the fly. Now they're both 350. So I'm going to go back volume to 300. That's where I had it. I think I've got enough media in the cylinder that I don't have to go up and down twice to create 300 cubic inches. So I mean, that's pretty straightforward. And you got the main page that you kind of watch all this now that you've got that set. These are the actual target on volume, cycles, and process time. My last cycle that I ran was 46 seconds, flow rate 92 cubic inches per second. This is nice, and you watch the blue flag going up and down so you know what cylinder is doing what. And these are the manual controls, advance and retract top cylinders. So I'm going to bring up the oil, we'll play with this, move things around, and then do a couple of auto cycles. So oil, oh, by the way, I am in two-way mode. It does have one-way mode on there.
Oh,
yeah.
make it on
just, well, yeah, it's part of the machine. It has it. So I haven't run it that way. I'm just going with two-way mode for our wants and purposes. So I'm there, and I'm going to start oil and go back, because these numbers are set. We're going to go just, this is the monitor page. Advanced bottom cylinder, you kind of watch, you'll see the media come up a little bit when I advance. Yeah. See that? Back down. And the top, if you drop down a line, you can see the blue piston right there. Maybe you can see it retract a little bit. See? Advance. That's right there. I mean, and the cylinders are good, they're clean. And unclamped cylinders here, the red one, let's see, I think I can go up higher. Yep. You gotta be able to, yeah, I'll wait for you. And this is clamp here, but I think we need to load something first for it to clamp off the dual palms. It's built in as part of the same circuit. If I just run that in and stay on the dual palms, these guys will go into the low position and it'll start clamping all at the same time, or I can get off it and get back on. So right now we've got down here on the left and right, which you call for the left or right platter, and down here is load or process. What do you want to do? Load out or process in? So right now we've got load left, and I'm going to hit the dual palms. We're in manual. We should go. And it don't, because left, load, oh, it's process. I'm sorry, I went the wrong switch. Here we go. I want to send it in. There it goes. I'll go halfway in. That's how that's going to go. And I'm still on left. Now I'm going to go switch over to load, and it just sends it back out to load position. And go over to the right-hand side, call process, send it in. And bring it back out a little bit, just to kind of show how that works. When you're done with your part, you bring it out here, and you do whatever. So I'm going to send it into process, and I'm going to hold it for a second, and as soon as that thing hits home, watch the bridge come down. And then I'll get off it and go back on. So we're going to auto straight away. I don't even know if I have to hit auto or not, but I'm coming down. But I hit auto anyhow. I don't think you need to. Once it's in, this thing just comes down off the dual palms. The only other thing was, oh yeah, clamp pressure. See, we're at 18 here. So watch when I clamp up. What? Oh, what? Oh, clamp pressure. Watch when I clamp up. I'm going to clamp up, and you can see all of that. Media pressure and clamp pressure. I think it was at around 1600 or something, which is fine for what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring it down. Kind of watch over here. I'm going to clamp up. Whenever I kiss it, you can hear the Haskell pump kicking, I think. I think that's all working. Oh wait, manual. Let me go back to manual just so it doesn't take off in auto right away so I can watch my clamp pressure. 15, 16, 17, 19, unclamp. Now as far as setting that, I don't even know if that's settable or not. See, clamp pressure, I don't think is settable, so it's just a question of how much air we have on the line, and I think we're okay with the 2200. Let me clamp up again. $16, $17, $18, it's getting up there. I don't know if that's too high or not. If you got a second, I got a little regulator over here. I'd like to bring that down a little bit to 55 PSI. I'm not sure where this one's supposed to be, so I'd like to back off on it a little bit. So I've got an air regulator here. I'm just going to pop it on the air line and lower that a little bit. So there's 55 or 60 PSI. I think that'll bring it down. I just don't know what the top end is on this thing, Pete, and I don't want to do damage to the bridge. Those air over oil pumps they're pretty solid, they're strong. Trying to bring it down again. Let's watch the clamp pressure. If it's anywhere between 15 and 2,000, that's fine for our wants and needs. 14, that's a little bit better. 15. Yeah, that's good right there. That's not bad. Almost 16. We just don't need media spitting out of the die set here, that's all. So we're right at 1600. That said, I'm just going to hit auto and let it take off. Coming in, cylinders moving. If you want to just come in close on these numbers now, if you can see them, everything's changing. Pressure going up. Clamp pressure is holding. Actual is 300, starting again, 12. I've already done one cycle of 3. Counter's counting. Flow rate's at about 83 cubic inches per second. You hear it. There's 300. It's 2 cycles. End of cycle. That usually goes all the way back down, and that's where it sits. It pushes all the media back to the bottom cylinder. Let's go one more time. I don't even have to unclamp it, I don't think. Yep, there we go, another cycle. We're going twice. Like I said, we could change all these numbers on the fly if I wanted to. It's not a big deal. 300 PSI, right where we want to be. That was correct. So, yeah, unclamp. Whoops, unclamp. Oh wait, manual I think first. Gotta get manual. Unclamp. Clamp up again maybe. And we're not in auto. And the last one, let me see, just hit auto again. Yep. Up and down 3 times, which is 6 times really. 2, once up, once down is 1 cycle. Moving right along. And unclamp. Manual. We'll bring it all the way up now. Oh, I hit auto again. Hang on. Sorry. Manual. That's what we want. Manual. Opening up. Oh, unclamp cylinder. Here we go. That should do it. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. I don't know if I pushed all the media down because I caught the cycle in midstream, but you get the idea. Oh, that piston's all the way down. Yeah. And then, of course, move the right hand out for load, bring it out here. That's about it. Leave that there. And of course, if the other one was ready, we'd be sending that in right now. And then back to the page. Stop the oil. Oh, I hit start oil. I'm not hitting anything. I can't see up there. It's too tall for me. And that's about it.